split second later, bam, lights out. My body crumbled to the floor. At just 9 years old, I thought I was going to die. And every day for the next 22 years were a living hell. Hi, my name is Josh, and I have an unusual story to share with you about how being bullied as a kid, fat-shamed my entire life, and moments away from having a fatal heart attack unlocked a secret that miraculously melted away over 110 pounds off my body to save my own life. An ancient secret so powerful it completely eliminated my risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and obesity after struggling with my weight for over 2 decades. Day after day, I couldn't believe my eyes when I stepped on the scale. And my doctor was amazed when I lost 7 inches off my waist so quickly without starving myself, exercising, or counting calories. All by eating more soup. Specifically, super healing soups, made up of ancient spices from the Bible that activate a hormonal reaction deep in your cells that burn fat for energy. I'll never forget the look on my doctor's face when I dropped 37 pounds in just 20 days, after he told me I'd never make it to see my 60th birthday. I went on to detox away another 51 pounds just a few months later. Altogether, I flushed away an extra 110 pounds off my body and kept it off for good, all thanks to a bizarre soup recipe from halfway across the country that landed in my lap one night after praying for a miracle at midnight mass. I remember thinking, could eating this soup really be the answer to my prayers? It just seemed too easy. You can't buy this soup in stores, and you won't find the recipe in any diet cookbook because the person who shared it with me was sworn to secrecy. The good news is you can find all the ingredients at your local grocery store. I'll bet you even have most of them sitting in your pantry right now. This soup detox works incredibly fast, and you can do it as often as you want to flush away 20, 40, even 80 or more pounds just like I did. The more often you use it, the faster it works. It not only melted away over 110 pounds off my body and kept it off for good, it also skyrocketed my confidence, increased my energy, ramped up my sex drive, and put me in full control of my health for the first time in my life. No more prescription meds, no more doctor visits, and no more restrictive diet plans. I did it all without any exercise, without taking any supplements, without starving myself or giving up my favorite foods, without ever feeling hungry, without having surgery, without really dieting at all. Now, the unusual thing about my incredible weight loss is all I really did was a quick coffee cleanse first thing in the morning, based on this weird white coffee recipe passed down by my ancient ancestors, followed by a strange soup detox at night that shrunk my stomach while I slept. That's right, after stumbling on this bizarre coffee cleanse and these super healing soups, I was losing weight faster than ever, and the only exercise I did was walking my dog around the block. It's given me the freedom to do everything I always wanted without feeling self-conscious, like go on vacations all over the world, marry my high school sweetheart, and be more active in my church and my community. Before I share these recipes with you, there's one thing you gotta know. You can use these recipes as often as you want. However, a lot of the information I'm going to share with you today goes against what 99% of doctors, nutritionists, and health experts recommend when it comes to losing weight. What I'm about to tell you flies in the face of a $50 billion industry designed to make the rich richer and the sick sicker by keeping you hooked on foods that make you tired, weak, and fat. So if you've ever struggled to lose weight, or if you simply don't feel like yourself anymore, then I want you to know one thing. It is not your fault. You've simply been fed a web of lies we're about to uncover here today. Lies that include why exercising is a horrible way to lose weight, why green smoothies can actually make you fatter because they activate a hormonal response in your body to store fat, and the organic fruits and vegetables you probably think are healthy, yet are secretly pumped up with toxic pesticides and hidden sugars that expand your waistline. The giant food conglomerates, big pharma, and even your local doctors do not want this information revealed because they have blood on their hands. And if everyone is happy and healthy, then no one will be left to purchase their high-priced drugs, expensive prescriptions, and addictive GMO-filled foods. So please, watch this short presentation to the very end, because I'm just a small fish in a big pond of high-priced lawyers and aggressive attorneys, which means this video can be taken down at any moment once they realize the truth has been leaked. You're here right now for a reason. Call it fate, divine intervention, or a higher calling. Just know it's not a coincidence, so please, pay close attention, because I'm about to reveal the hidden secret to losing 20, 40, even 80 or more pounds without ever feeling hungry or exercising for a single second. With something so simple and so easy, anyone at any age in any physical condition can use it to look, move, and feel better starting today. All thanks to an ancient super healing secret that detoxed over 100 pounds off my body when nothing ever worked for me before. When you apply this secret, you'll naturally look decades younger, so you can stop buying the expensive creams, lotions, and cover-ups that hide the real you. You'll finally move pain-free, with all those nagging aches and pains eliminated from your body for good. And you'll feel lighter, leaner, and more energetic, so you can play with your kids or even your grandkids for hours without getting tired, creating lifelong memories that they will remember forever. Now you might be wondering, who am I? And why am I sharing these super healing secrets with you? Like I said before, my name is Josh, and no, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dietitian, and I'm definitely not a personal trainer who's been lean, fit, and popular their entire lives, while never actually struggling with their weight. I'm just a Christian from Georgia with a story to share, after getting picked on and bullied every single day of my life for being fat. And through some divine miracle I still can't explain, I lost 37 pounds in just 20 days, and 110 pounds overall, to save my own life from the grips of obesity and diabetes, using a simple soup detox that I'm gonna share with you right here today. The same super healing soup recipes that have helped over 12,384 women and men, just like you, transform their body. Like Nancy, who dropped 7 pounds in the first 10 days to jumpstart her weight loss when she hadn't lost a single pound in years. And Carrie, a 39-year-old mother of two who got down to 123 pounds after struggling with her weight following her latest pregnancy. That's right, she melted away 31 pounds so quickly, she weighs less now than she weighed in high school over 20 years ago, going from this to this, even though she was just a few months away from turning 40. In 20 days or less, you can have similar results just like Carrie, Nancy, and me. Yes, these super healing soups are that powerful, which is why I'm going to share them with you in just a moment. However, even though I went on to run one of the world's most popular weight loss websites called Trustworthy Fitness, nothing could have prepared me for the torture I carry around with me to this day, from being bullied as the fat kid growing up. You see, I've been overweight my whole life. I was teased, picked on, and beaten up as a kid. I had food thrown in my face, I was shoved in lockers, spit on, and I would run home crying because of how cruel the other kids were to me. As I got older, it only got worse. Making friends was hard because I was so self-conscious about my weight. My coworkers told jokes and laughed at me behind my back, and I'd spend all day feeling alone. Then, at the end of the day, I'd go home and comfort myself with food. I'd eat whatever I could get my hands on, just to numb the pain. And the more I ate, the more weight I gained. Before I knew it, I was struggling to get out of bed in the morning. I'd have to squeeze into my car before heading off to work, and I quickly ballooned up to over 300 pounds. Day after day, I felt helpless. And even though my wife was supportive, I could feel our marriage slowly slipping away. I could tell she wasn't attracted to me anymore. I didn't even want to take my clothes off in front of her, because I was so disgusted with how I looked and how I felt in my own skin. Finally, after a screaming match that almost ended our marriage, my wife convinced me to go to the doctor. I knew I wasn't healthy. I knew I was carrying around way too much extra weight. However, nothing could have blunted the blow my doctor delivered that day. After a round of tests, he walked into the room and dropped a bomb that shattered my soul. The x-rays showed I had layers of thick fat around my heart, stomach, and arteries. This thick fat, known as visceral fat, is extremely dangerous and